Throughout Warzone's history, there's been two types of metas: the low recoil, easy to use ARs, and the single tap DMRs that still haunt some of us to this day. But for maybe the first time ever, we actually have loadouts from both sides being good at the same time. So today, we're gonna test the best semi-auto versus full-auto loadouts to see which are better on Rebirth Island. Okay, so just in case you haven't already heard, a couple of weeks ago, I believe around Season 3 Reloaded, there was a huge buff to like every marksman rifle in the game. At least I think it was every single one. It might just be the Black Ops 6 ones. And the major buff that came in was the fact that all of them take... What the hell? What the hell was that? The major buff is that all of them take AR ammo now instead of sniper ammo, which is a huge buff in itself, because when you're running around some of these loadouts that have like a 20 to 30 round mag and you can only use sniper shots or sniper ammunition, that means you can only reload like once or twice, really. I mean, so far this is the LC10 showcase, but I promise we're gonna get to the FAL soon here. Okay, there seems to be a lot of people over there. Just throw this down right here in case someone tries to push. I did find my guns out of a loadout crate, like that one right there. But like I was saying, the major buff is the fact that these guns no longer use sniper ammo. Instead, they use AR ammo, which is a huge buff in itself. But then on top of that, this marksman rifle we're using right here, the TR2, got massive buffs as well, especially to its bullet velocity. I think with this build, we don't even have any attachments to help out the bullet velocity, and it still has, I believe, like 1,000 bullet velocity with no attachments, which is absolutely insane. I believe what they said they wanted to do is have this be competitive with snipers further out, and there's a lot of people fighting up top. And basically our goal today is to use all of these really good marksman rifles in comparison to the best full auto ARs in the game to see which ones are better right now after these buffs. And to do that, we're gonna use a scoring system where a kill is 1 point, the win is 3 points, second place is 2 points, and third place is 1 point, using two different loadouts from each category, the two best loadouts from each category. Someone just threw a secret grenade over here, whatever that thing's called. Hopefully we can actually get ourselves an angle right here. There's three of them over there. We do something kind of dumb right here. Let's see if they push. Enemy UAV overhead. Yeah, as you guys can see, this time to kill is pretty damn insane. He's right there. This guy brought me a Humvee sensor. Yeah, as you guys can see, the time to kill on this thing is pretty dang good on the FAL or the TR2. And the main thing about this loadout is the fact that it's very, very accurate at range. So make sure no one's behind me. That guy has one bullet, wow. This guy's Lily right here. One of them's going up top. Okay, these guys are just 3 kills for me right now. These guys are literally all my kills. Those guys are out of the game. I am triple threat on my bounty. Oh, I think they're right in front of me, actually. This guy just landed behind me. Oh, I just got sniped across the map or something. That just scared the shit out of me. Dude, what? Honestly, that's a good teammate right there. That happened to be this guy's teammate across the map. Now, the question is, can I hit the regain here? I obviously want to grab my loadout, which is probably not going to be very likely. I don't have enough cash to get a loadout from the buy station, so I'm just going to play my life for now. Oh shit, someone has an advanced UAV up. And this area has already been looted, and there's people on top of my loadout at control, so this is not looking very good, ladies and gentlemen. And as you guys saw, at least for the loadout that I was using for the TR2, very little recoil, very accurate. It's one of those guns that you can actually challenge people off a head glitch pretty easily just because of the fact that it's so easy to use. Okay, hopefully we can get ourselves a loadout right here. We can get a free self revive at least. No, we can't get a loadout. Damn, there's no discount anymore after the changes with season 3. Okay, we got enough cash. I'm just gonna hope that no one's looking at me over here, because that would be absolutely terrible for me. I mean, we have a good start so far. We have 12 kills.
Enemy UAV is online.
I definitely do not want to die right now. I want to try to get to the end game so we can really put this loadout to a test at in a more tense situation here.
Enemy deployed an advanced
Another advanced UAV. The hell? You guys are stacked over here. I'm gonna pray that they're not literally right freaking here. If they are, then I'm so screwed.
gas inbound.
Let me just shot from over there. I think he's in the tunnel, but I don't see him above. Yeah, he's right here. I just saw him for a split second.
Fire sales over. Right. Good kill. On your tag map. Get hunted.
See what I did right there? I shot the bouncing Betty. So that, what's it called? So that it would do the splash damage right there.
Enemy UAV overhead.
And I think he's right here in this corner.
Be advised, is no longer active. This is for keep.
Yeah, these guys are dead.
Supply crates have been
Thankfully, they weren't the best. It's also my first game on in a few days. I think it's been a week since I last played. As you guys can see, I've also never even used the TR2 in Warzone. This is the first time I've actually used it. And we do know there's people up top. Question is, do they know I'm below? Alright, so we found Ghost. So one of them is sniping up top or something like that. I just heard him. There was a red dot over there in that corner.
in the area.
As long as no one's watching this, I might be able to get a pick right here.
Gas is closing in.
I see one. One jumped off.
Changing mag.
He just bought back.
Enemy UAV is online.
Throw down these bouncy Betties so that if he pushes, he's gonna be weak.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Did get precision here. Damn, I gotta go pretty damn far away. Alright, so I managed to get that knock. This is big for two reasons. One, I can throw these down.
Squad still operational in
I can replenish because I have scavenger. And then two, obviously there's less people for me to fight now.
incoming LDBR. 3-1 is on station. Strike inbound. Gas moving.
Yeah, I'm below these guys now. I'm gonna hit this so I can get myself more bouncing Betties. There's 4 teams left. They're all above me in this team. I just heard one. I think they're on the very roof. Oh, one's right here. No, did I just run out of ammo right there? That is very unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen. Well, boys, unfortunately, we couldn't get the win. But as for the loadout itself, first up, we got the, I don't even know how to pronounce this. I'm gonna call this the Volsky reflex sight, and that's just because this has very little visual recoil compared to the 3-time optics and higher in this game. Now personally, in the past Warzone versions, I did prefer the higher zoom sights, but since this is easier to use with this sight, I went with this instead. And for the muzzle, we're going with the compensator just to help out that recoil control just a little bit, and since it has no downsides whatsoever. And for the underbarrel, we got the vertical foregrip to help out with the horizontal recoil. For the magazine, we're using the extended mag 1 because 30 bullets on a semi-auto weapon is actually pretty good in my opinion, at least for trios. And then for the fire mod for Rebirth Island, at least, we're going to use rapid fire because it helps the fire rate, which also helps the time to kill, which in my opinion on a smaller map is better because the time to kill is very important in close to medium range gunfights. But on the bigger map, I would probably swap this out for overpressure so you have more bullet velocity to challenge further out. Now this build might seem a little bit weird, but the reason for that, like I mentioned in the gameplay, is because we have 1000 bullet velocity with no attachments helping bullet velocity, which is more than enough for Rebirth Island. And for my rating out of 10 for this loadout, I'm gonna give this a 8.5 out of 10. I definitely think there's better options on Rebirth Island because of the time to kill up close. Okay, now for our very first full auto loadout, we of course have the FFAR, which might just be the most broken gun in the game right now. And that's because one, it has has a great time to kill up close. It's like the AK-74 was pre-nerf up close, and then it also has absolutely no recoil and it's very good at range. I mean, right now this is probably the best all-around gun in the game. If you're someone that struggles with semi-auto weapons, you're not very good at having a trigger finger or shooting at the same time as tapping, then this is definitely the gun for you. I mean, I would probably recommend this over every gun right now. That came up behind me. Just let it in. I saw him on the UAV. Unfortunately, that was a squad wipe. I'm going to assume that guy was probably solo squatting. And also, if you didn't make it this far into the video, please leave a like on the video and leave a comment letting me know how you guys feel about Season 4 so far. I think it's a little bit underwhelming besides the new guns. I mean, I do love the fact that the FFAR and the LC-10 are very good, but other than that, at least for Rebirth Island, there's like pretty much no new content at all. And also, I do kind of wish that the... I do kind of wish that the FFAR was more of a close range gun, like mobility wise, because the classic FFAR was more so a SMG kind of hybrid. There's a guy over here. I'm gonna try to close the distance, and the reason for that is just so I can get the knock a lot easier. He just jumped off. I did hear someone break a door back there earlier. Guy's gonna chase me, but doesn't know that I'm fully plated. Oh my gosh.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Target down, marking the rest of them.
He's right there in that corner.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tag map. Get hunted.
I got lying down below. Oh, it's got Gold Tiger. Nice. It seems like there's multiple people over here, and that exactly shows why I use the Bouncing Betty. It's like having an extra teammate, a teammate that's actually useful that can watch my back for me. I got landed down below. Oh, a lot of people fighting over here. Oh, it's because there's a loadout crate. These guys just came up again. I mean, like I said, this is a great all-around gun. This is pretty much an AR, SMG, everything you could possibly want all in one. Dude. Absolutely insane. Wow.
Target down, marking the rest of them. Gas is inbound. Give me 10. We've located the rest of them.
I've pretty much been fighting the same guys all game. This guy is back again.
Target down, marking the rest of them. Use your tac map to hunt down.
Dude, these guys have been all my kills. These guys have been all 15 of my kills. I pretty much just farmed those guys for every single kill that I have. These guys really want revenge, which I kind of respect, but at the same time, guys, you gotta... Oh my gosh. I didn't realize I had so much money off these guys. I just bought a specialist and I still have enough for an advanced UAV. My gosh. You guys see me? You guys are pushing up over here. I can't believe you get like a enemy nearby notification from that far away. And as you can see, this is definitely the strongest gun in the game. Like, by far. It's not even a question.
Loading new mag. Incoming flashback.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
I mean, so far, we're already beating our score from last game, ladies and gentlemen. That's how insane this gun is. I pretty much got all my points from the same team, and we're already beating the TR2. And the one thing about these full auto guns compared to the semi-auto ones is the fact that you can play a lot more aggressive with these. Just because of the fact that you don't have to worry about tapping the trigger and tracking at the same time. Oh, I didn't mean to swap out for these mines. I meant to have my bouncing Betty still. Oh, well, it is what it is. There's a guy down below. Team down there. I don't think I've fully wiped that team. Make sure I'm paying attention. I guess still below me that's in front of me. He did call in a UAV, but I do have ghosts because of this specialist package. They're still below me. That guy's now above me. He jumped off. These guys are all below me. I should get one of those knocks, I think. Yeah. Almost knocked myself. I guess self-revived. That was a pretty fast self-revive too. Someone just got sniped as well. I'm gonna play for this guy. I don't think he already crossed. This guy's below me. Anyone else over here? No. I might be screwed because of the fact that these guys might be right here. Damn it, bro. I can stay up here. I can stay up here. I have some stims to work with. I can stay up here. The circle's not close towards me. There's bot back. So both teams are over there, I think.
Enemy UAV overhead. You're in the last two now.
One of those guys doesn't have a gun because he just landed in. And I saw this guy fighting earlier. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you do it. I knew that guy was there because he was playing someone else while I was shooting at his teammates, and I just made for an easy 3-piece right there for the win. Okay, as for the loadout for the FFAR, first off, we're using the Volsky Reflex, however you pronounce this thing. We're using this as our optic once again because it has very little visual recoil and it's very easy to control. Now for the muzzle, we have the compensator for the recoil control with no downsides whatsoever. For the barrel, we're using the bullet velocity barrel, the gain twist barrel, and that's just because we want to make this as hit scan as possible. As you guys saw with that one guy that I shot out of the sky earlier in the game, this was pretty much no bullet lead at all. For the underbarrel, we're using the vertical foregrip for the extra horizontal recoil control. And then lastly, for the magazine, we're using the extended mag 2 since we are in solo versus trios. Now for my rating attempt for this loadout, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. This is definitely the best all-around gun right now. Okay, this one definitely is going to be a hot drop here. We're on to marksman rifle number 2. Never mind. No one landed here. Okay, boys, now for our next marksman rifle, aka our last marksman rifle, we have the DM10, which is pretty much like a slower and clunkier version of the TR2, except it also has a lot more damage up close and medium range. I believe the time to kill is pretty much on par with FFAR. Of course, in practice, it's going to be a little bit harder to use just because of the fact that it is a semi-auto weapon and it is a little bit slower handling as well. So we're going to have to kind of post up more, play smarter with this loadout.
Enemy UAV is online.
There goes one. Wow. Okay. We will take those.
Hostile
One guy did land on the boat back there. Someone was here earlier. They might have either gone inside or they might have gone towards control. I'm also on a UAV. Now with this loadout, we definitely gonna have to play a little bit more careful because it is slower and clunkier like I mentioned. The good thing though is the fact that I did get my loadout out of a loadout crate very, very fast. I think it's the first crate that I looted. Yeah, that time to kill is insane. Absolutely insane. There's definitely a guy above me. I'm gonna hit this so I can get my perks here potentially. No, do I not get my perks if it's bronze? Oh my gosh, I think I get my perks for any other color other than bronze. I just got absolutely scammed. I still hear this guy above me.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
There's two teammates above me.
Marks remain in operations from that squad.
One's right beside me. He's right here. I do have a DM10, so this should be good against this guy on the heady. If he's still even over there, I can't tell. I don't see him. I don't see this guy in front of me anywhere. Unless this guy's playing really weird. I did see someone line behind me.
Loadout drop headed your way.
I'm just putting a lot of damage down and then putting a lot of eyes on me since I'm on the radar. Dude, I gotta hit my shots there. That's actually unacceptable. I just saw this guy behind me. If you actually hit your shots, the time to kill on this thing is pretty damn incredible. So make sure I don't get flanked back there. So these guys grab their loadout, I think. I don't even remember where I put that bouncing Betty, if I'm being completely honest. Put this down right here in case they push up. It's like having an extra teammate. I can also do a lot of damage. I can break their armor. It just makes it a lot easier for me because that means I can only have to put
Enemy soldier incoming.
1 or 2 bullets into them. There's a guy back there, but there's also guys fighting over here by the little building, unless they're underground. They are underground. I also do hear this guy underneath me. This is a very healthy lobby. There's still 12 teams left, so this is a very good start for me. Like I just went up top.
Reloading.
Didn't let me use this. That is unfortunate. Guys gonna push up on me? He's in front of me on the right. Oh, that is a different team. I got shot in the back also. I saw him, I just got away. Thankfully there's 2 different teams there. That's the only reason why. Okay, I'm just gonna try to go up on the other side then, I guess. I can just re-pinch these guys, I think. Okay, I definitely hear these guys running around up top. I do wish I had my perks. That would have been very, very nice.
Enemy UAV is online.
This is useful though.
UAV overhead.
They're too busy fighting, I think, to turn around. I think they're too busy fighting for them to be looking at me right now. I see someone right there? Oh.
Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced.
Just saw one right here. Nice. Last shot got this guy. These guys are right in front of me. The rest of them.
Hostile UAV in the area.
That was a very dumb play. I did see someone further behind. Ooh.
Hostile throwing impact grenade.
Move back down. Let me just make sure no one's behind me. Guy just wasted all his bullets. He has to reload. If he goes up here, I'm going to headshot him and get an easy knock. think he hopped down. He's right there. Dude, the headshot multiplier on this gun is freaking ridiculous. Damn, bro. I actually hit him too. If I would have one shot, I would have actually got that guy. There's still 9 teams left. A lot of people. I definitely do have to play a little bit slower because, like I said, this gun is slower and clunkier. Damn, if I didn't accidentally mount, I think I would have actually knocked that guy. I'm trying my best to watch my back because I don't want to get flanked. I also don't have a self-revive. I'm just gonna chill for a second. It's being clustered, so it doesn't seem like anyone's gonna push up just yet. One did land all the way back there. Respawns are now disabled. I look forward again. Nice, finally got that guy. Still no one behind me. But as long as I don't get sniped in the head, I should be chilling. Damn, bro, I wish I could get that full. And no one's still coming up behind me. That one guy actually survived by falling off. No, I just got a kill. Okay. These guys might try to make a play on me because they just bought a loadout back there. I think that guy's a sniper in the way he was playing that. Those guys accidentally clustered themselves, I think. Oh no, they just went really far by accident. How did that not fool that guy? How did that explosion not fool him? That guy probably has self-revive, doesn't he? This guy go down some like stairs or something.
You're losing ground. Moving.
What the hell? I didn't even get a notification for that. The guy underneath me has goes. Three guys underneath me.
You've made it to the top 5.
Oh no! No! No, dude! I forgot that I don't have stims because I never got my loadout. I never got my perk package. But as for the loadout that I was using, once again, the Volsky reflex, how do you call this thing? The muzzle, once again, the compensator for the recoil control. On the barrel, we're using the weighted handguard, which is basically the same thing as a vertical foregrip. For the magazine, we're using the extended mag 1 for the 25 round mag. And the reason for that is because the extended mag 2 just makes your ADS speed and sprint to fire speed a lot slower. And then lastly, for Rebirth Island, at least, I like going with rapid fire for the faster time to kill. As you guys saw, when you're posted up with this thing, you can kill people very, very fast. Now, for my rating out of 10 for this loadout, I think that it's a little bit better on Rebirth Island than the TR2, just in terms of time to kill and everything. But it does have a lot worse handling, so for that reason, I think I'll give this like an 8.5 out of 10 as well. Of course, the full auto guns are already in the lead, and we get blessed with a loadout crate as my first crate that I opened that I land on. I mean, theoretically, we could absolutely choke and not get at least 10 points this game, since we are only playing one game with each one of these loadouts. But I think the probability of that happening is pretty low, especially since we got our loadout already. I think that right now, all the signs, like, look at this, dude. Of course, the full auto loadouts just get absolutely blessed. Well, I don't think it needs any sort of introduction, but we are using the Krig C as our secondary, or not as a secondary, as our second primary for the full auto loadouts, and that's just because it is still one of the best full auto primaries in the game. It didn't get any sort of nerfs. Very little recoil, very good damage. Damn, I probably shouldn't have shot right there. If he does push though, we'll know by that going off. But we got so much cash too. As long as we don't throw away this game like last game where I completely forgot that I grabbed a loadout crate and didn't get my loadout. Actually, I'm blaming it on the fact that I only got a bronze key card. Like this is his teammate.
Enemy advanced UAV.
I can't even see with this freaking with this tracer pack. A platinum, of course. Like, dude, everything that could go right goes right for this loadout. Okay, whatever. Let's go grab our perks so we at least have what we expect to have. And also, let's grab a UAV as well. There we go. We actually have everything that we expect to have this time around. That guy is one floor below me. People down there.
Mission timeline expired.
TACCOM, get me a UAV.
There's an airstrike available.
That guy's just gonna be behind me this whole time probably. And who knows, maybe this guy's actually good and he's gonna stop me from getting points. He's just chilling there for now. They're both on the staircase right there.
Priority task in recovery.
Enemy airstrike in the area.
Changing mags.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Request for close air support.
This is Longbow 3-1. Target acquired. Strike inbound.
Target down.
One's behind me now.
Impact. No hit.
He backed up.
Loading new mag.
Guy's lining right back on his loot. I don't think he saw me coming up.
We've got 10 squads active in the field.
I'm gonna assume this guy's probably gonna go back for this loot over here on this side. RP sensor.
Enemy precision airstrike lined up.
5 of them.
Target down.
This definitely seems like a sweatier lobby than the last few.
Good kill.
Guy's challenging the left.
That squad is attack man. Get hunted.
Bro, yeah, he's camping, bro.
Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Marking the rest of that squad on your tag map.
Not this time.
There are a couple of them above me right now. Okay, he's definitely above me. Let's see if we can maybe get an angle on these guys up top. There's 6 people,
Enemy UAV
or 6
overhead.
teams left.
Enemy UAV is online. Hostile UAV in the area.
So I hop down.
Enemy reporting advanced UAV. Enemy UAV overhead.
Unfortunate.
Enemy UAV is online. Advanced UAV is active. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV is online. Window is
Kind of in a weird spot right now. I know this guy's on my staircase. I knew that guy was going to push eventually. But I just heard him creeping up as soon as he hopped down.
holding 4 men. 5 squads still operational in the AO. Gas is closing in.
Loading new mag.
Enemy soldiers incoming.
Time to flight 5 seconds. Out.
There's a guy up top on my right.
Fire sales done. Price is back to normal.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. If I could have gone that knock on that first guy, I would have been fine. At least I could probably grab my loadout over here. That is actually very unfortunate that those guys, neither of those guys went down right there. I have $30,000. Oh my gosh.
Surgeon deactivated.
Okay, respawns are disabled. This one team is definitely going to be above me. There's only 4 teams left. So there was the guy on the tower, enemy nearby. So there's people on top of me.
You're losing
Either on top of me or below me. Actually, they might be below me. I think those guys are fighting over there. I could try to make a play on these guys. Yeah, they're fighting up top. What it seems like.
Supply crates have been restocked. Load up.
What?
UAV in the
Close air
area.
support.
Copy that. Longbow 3-1 on station.
Changing mags.
Nice.
You're in the top three. Don't let up now. Squad next to the Warzone. Stay alert.
I just got blessed.
Hostile airstrike incoming. You're in the last ring. Now finish it.
1v3.
Gas is closing in.
Game up top.
They're on me. They almost had me.
Doesn't come up right here. No. His teammate had another self. That was a 1v6, not a 1v3. Okay, as for the loadout for the Krig C, same reflex sight because it has very little visual recoil. For the muzzle, once again, the compensator for the extra recoil control. For the barrel, the gain twist barrel for extra bullet velocity. Underbarrel vertical foregrip for the extra recoil control. And then the extended mag 2 because we are playing solo versus trios. And also this gives you 70 rounds instead of 60. Now for my quick rating out of 10 for the Krig C, I think the FFAR is a little bit better on Rebirth Island at least because the time to kill is a lot better on it. But overall, the Krig C is still very, very good. So for that reason, I'll give this like a 9.8 out of 10. And now for the final scoreboard, in second place, we have the Marksman Rifles with 18 points in both games for 36 points total. And then in first place, we got the full auto ARs with 26 points in game number 1. And I believe we got 16 points in game number 2, which puts us at 42 points overall. Now, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, you might also enjoy these videos on screen here.